Hello, my name is Joseph Mills and this is my Assignment 3 EDI Level 4 award using VLE in teaching and learning. I'm just going to take you through the resources first of all that I've created for my page for my learners. So if I find my assignment page, which is just over there, it's a bit quick, you'll see that my resources, I've created a Prezi which I've embedded for learners on the respiratory system, because this is a respiratory unit. I've also included a link to my purpose games, which is a connection to an off-page website, and I've also included a YouTube clip which is embedded on the page as well, looking at the structure of the lungs. From here, my learners can assess what they've done, so on and so forth, and also use the resources to help their learning. Also, I've included up here a test canvas. Here I've created a mix and match kind of test to see how much they've learnt from the resources that are available. So they've gone on here and then they get a test score that comes through, which I can look at in the grade center. I've also included an assignment submission here, which is focusing on a small report based on looking at just definitions of areas involved with the respiratory system. If we first of all go into the grade center, we'll look at the full grade center first of all. Taking a bit of time to come up. Okay, you can see that I've had 3 people currently use the tests and the assignments available. Let's have a look first of all at the test. So if we go across, you'll notice that these are the scores. So at the moment, both Ben and Catherine have completed the scores, and they've achieved a score. It should be out of 15. This is one of the areas that I've highlighted in my advantages, disadvantages, pros, cons analysis of what I've done that hasn't quite worked, because obviously Ben has achieved a total that's more than the actual marks available. I have no idea how that's done. In terms of monitoring students on your course, the good thing is you can go into look at their attempts. So if I look at Catherine's first attempt, I can see what she did. I can look at the answers that she got right and the answers she got wrong. On this one she got it wrong. In her journal entry you see that basically that she really couldn't be bothered at the time, so she just tried to get out of it as quickly as possible. If we exit that and go back, if we go and look at Ben's, Ben has only made the 1 attempt. Again, to look at progression, the impact on the learner, I can go through and look at its results. Ben again has got every single one wrong. So in terms of feedback for these individuals, there's a lot of feedback. So if we go down to Ben's first of all, I've put a little bit of feedback in here talking about, he's not really achieved the goal, but again, he can use the resources available in the actual VLE to help him improve. Because he's got none right, the only way is up. So hopefully, if he is fully involved, if he was a learner, I'd have them doing it again, and you could see the impact of doing it once, then going back to use the resources, doing it again to see what kind of improvement's been made. And if there is no improvement that's been made, then you have to start addressing why. And it may be that they just can't be bothered to do the actual test. It could be that they are generally struggling with the content, but it gives you an idea of where to go next. If we go back, the difference between Ben and Catherine's is that Catherine has had a second attempt. So if we go to Catherine's second attempt, in this attempt I know she was more motivated and she tried, and she's got a lot more right compared to the first time. She's actually only got 5 wrong, so she's got 10 out of 5. sorry, 10 out of 15 on this one. So I've given her feedback, some good positive kind of stuff there. But again, just encourage her to go back and try and get 100% this time. So both learners in terms of their testing have been given feedback. In terms of what answers they got right and wrong, because they'll be able to see this here, and also written feedback from the lecturer. Okay, if I just head back. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is the use of communication tools between the tutor, which is me, lecturer, and learner. So if we go to Reflective Journal first of all, looking at the Reflective Journal, there are 2 new entries and 1 new entry. So if I go into here, on the right hand side I can see what Catherine's written first of all, and I know Catherine's given me very good feedback here. What I could do is comment on Catherine's feedback here, saying thank you for the feedback. Sorry. And also talk about the different areas that she's commented on to help me improve. The one I haven't looked at is from Ben. So the good thing is, obviously here it tells me that this is a new entry. So if I go down to Ben's feedback, Ben's given me limited feedback, but very positive feedback, which is quite good. But not much on the actual testing. So maybe that's one where I can put in a comment and ask him to just say a little bit more about the assessment criteria and the assessment tools. Okay. Also, these 2 individuals have communicated with me via email, and if we look here, this is the older of the 2. This is from Ben, using the communication tool on the EDI kind of page area, just communicating with me to say that he's completed the assignment and the resources linked to the test, and just giving me his score, which he didn't need to do, but it's appreciated. The other one is from Catherine. And you can see here that there's been a string of communication between me and Catherine using the EDI email tool, sorry, the VLE email tool. This being the last one, just Catherine let me know that it's all been sorted and all finished. Okay, so that's my video 1 looking at the criteria for 6.1, which is task A.